I'm not saying this in a derogatory way to those people that may be telling you you ought to do certain things, or you that are offering you, oh no, you can do this and it'll be safe. Um, it won't be safe, and they don't care if it's safe. They just won't return your call, or they just won't. I mean, I mean, that's not everybody, but that's the majority of them. If they really cared, they wouldn't put you in those because they understand the risk and they understand that you can't bear the risk. You can't, I don't mean bear it emotionally, bear it. I mean, bear it financially. So, I don't mean to sound, you know, arrogant and I'm right kind of thing. I'm just telling you, please don't listen to them. Please don't do it. It may sound good, and even the information they give you might seem like it's backing that up. But if you're needing that money and you're using that money, you've got to keep that liquid in something that has no risk of loss if the market turns down, or not if the market turns down, when the market turns down. You've got to make sure that it has absolutely. And sometimes them guaranteeing that it's not is just not true. I'll give you an example. I guarantee, it's right here in writing, look, guaranteed that worst case scenario is you'll make 1%, instead of the 3% that we're saying you're going to make now. Worst case, you make 1%. Okay, well, that's true enough. But they've left out 1% on what? So, okay, yeah, I'm getting my 1%, thank you. The problem is I put 30,000 in and I only have 25,000. So I'm getting 1% on 25,000. So you are getting what they promised. You just don't have the principal that you thought you had. So I can tell you thousands of stories of people that were so angry over that, and there is nothing you can do. Because if you get out, you're going to pay a surrender charge of 7 or 8, 9% to get out. So you're going to take another loss. So you're stuck. So just be careful. And here's how you avoid it. You say to them, okay, if I give you $50,000 and the worst case scenario is 3%, then you're telling me that at the end of 1 year, I am going to have my 50,000 principal plus the 3% that it earned. And that the following year, that all becomes my principal. And the worst case scenario is I'm going to have that principal at the end of the year plus my 3% or 1%, whatever they guarantee you. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what you think it is, they're saying. If that's what they're saying, and they say, oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying, then ask them to put it in writing. And they'll say, well, we're not allowed to do that. It's regulated. No, there isn't. The regulations don't prevent anybody under compliance rules to put something in writing that is true. If that is actually true, well, you have the brochure. No. The brochure does not talk about your principal that you will have at the end of the 1 year or whatever the guarantee. Doesn't mention that. It just mentions the guarantee of the percentage. If they don't put it in writing, there you have it. That's your red flag, and you know you can move on. Because if it were 100% for sure true, they would do it. So they make it sound like a CD. I go in a CD, they guarantee me 1%. At the end of the year, I'm going to have 1% more than I had. End of story. There's not going to be 1% less 4% in fees. It's going to be 1% more than my principal. And now that new principal, that plus the 1% is my new principal for the next year. And that's going to compound on that. That's what we think of because we think of CD-like things. Okay. That's called interest rate selling. It's called, and it's very dangerous. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.